Well, hello there, friends. I am once again out here dodging dadgum raindrops in this dreary weather, but it don't matter, we ain't gonna miss our Monday walking talk. Long as the fence line's standing and the lightning ain't striking, I'ma stroll in front of it and speak. My flower-powered friends, you should probably go ahead and spark up. What I'm finna say is pretty scary. First and foremost, we finna talk about the Freedom Flotilla, but before I get started, there are some very important things I have to say. Just because I am about to shit all over the Israeli government does not give you a free pass to say anti-Semitic stuff in my comment section. I will shut that shit down. Second, if you cannot see the difference between the Israeli government and the Jewish people, you are too dense to have this conversation. See your way out. And third, just so my stance is extremely motherfucking clear, we scream free Palestine around here. Got it? Got it? Good. Okay, for those not in the know, on June 6th, the ship the Madeleine departed Sicily as part of the Freedom Flotilla for Gaza. On this ship, there was Greta Thunberg, 11 other activists, medical supplies, and food. And on June 9th, in international waters, the Israeli government decided it would be a good idea to intercept and detain them. Here, allow me to say it again a second time, but this time with style so that I am sure it will stick in your brain. Neti Geneseti and the Israeli government just decided to add international kidnapping to their long list of war crimes. If any other country was doing the shit that Israel does, America would be pulling up in 3 to 7 business days to spread democracy and put people into the past tense, one freedom seat at a time. But for some reason, since it's Israel, even the UN acts like it can't see what is clearly a genocide. You know, I was gonna say this shit makes me sick here, but honestly, if this stuff doesn't turn your stomach, I think you're the one that needs to go see a doctor about something. Now, of course, y'all know old nepotism Napoleon was not to be outdone in this weekend's news cycle by old Neti Geneseti, so now we gotta talk about the National Guard and Pete Kegsbreath. You see, friends, after California Governor Gavin Newsom told the tang-colored toddler to take his little temper tantrum, turn that sumbitch sideways and stick it where the sun don't shine, or else he would stop sending his state's tax money to the government, well, the orange-glazed grifter got in his feelings and decided he was going to send the National Guard to the streets of L.A. And in a desperate ploy to impress his papa, old DUI hire himself, Pete Kegsbreath, also proclaimed that he would deploy the Marines to help dampen the problem. Once again, I'm going to say that twice so I am sure you understand me. The sitting president and his SecDef both just said they were going to deploy the U.S. military against American citizens. Please do me a favor and tell me I don't have to explain how goddamn dystopian that is to you people. Andy, this is the internet. Of course you do. Ever faithful Phantom Barfly, good to see you. You know, our friends felt some type of way when I didn't let you do the last ad read, so why don't I allow you to explain to these folks why that's dystopian as fuck and they should care. Oh shit, fire. I wasn't expecting to work today. What am I gonna say? Okay, first and foremost, if you don't understand why it is dystopian to strip a state of its own National Guard and then send them against their own citizens, I don't know what to tell you. But what I can tell you is you need to care because it could be your state next in this con man's crosshairs. And before you get started in the comments section, I can already hear you. But Mr. Barfly, I live in a red state. We rock with the right-wing wonder boy. He would never set his sights on us. To which I say, okay, sure. But what happens if he decides to do something that you and your state don't support? Are you just okay with him sending in armed forces to tell you and your friends to shut the fuck up and submit? Because to me, that sounds real opposite of all the screaming y'all stay doing about states' rights. Well, golly, Barfly, that was a good job. You know what? I already got me a seat. Why don't you go and give the people what they came for and I'll get them next time? Oh, hell yeah, I've always wanted to do this. That's going to be it for us today, folks. Thank you so very much for watching. Before you go, free Palestine and fuck ICE. Do us one more favor. Hit all them buttons and keep the motherfucking boots out of your motherfucking mouth. And remember that the golden rule will always remain, yeehaw, fuck the law. Love y'all. I'll see you down the line.